Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the calculation box below and determined that you are a number 7, then you're at the right place. This is a reading for February 2020 for Power Year number 7s. Now, if you are a number 7, that means you are in the month of 9 for the month of February. The month of 9 is about endings. So let's take a look at where and what could be ending for you to prepare you for next month of new beginnings. If you're in the power year of 7, it's a month about what's my purpose, where do I fit in, what do I belong, what do I really want to do? It's a very focused year, very, very focused. And sometimes I've had clients who have had health issues, and the whole year might be taking care of those. It may be first diagnosing, and this is not mean sevens that you're going to have a health issue. This is an example that I've noticed that when I was working with a client and they were in the year of 7, they were diagnosing something, they were finding the doctor, they were doing the surgery, they were recuperating, they were having issues from the recuperation. I mean, that's someone with a serious illness. But they had a year of focus on themselves, and it was about health. It's not a year of making a great big place in the world with a group of people or bringing it home or something like that. It's more of for yourself. It's recharging for yourself. What do I really believe? What's my faith? Where did I come from? Where am I going? It's finding the truth of a situation. Okay, that said, let's shuffle our cards. Now, we're going to do what we usually do. We're going to start with business, go to love, and then go to any question that you might have, 7s, in this month of February 2020. And let's start with those of you who have a job. 7s who have a job. Okay, 7s. Oops, how did he get in there? Nope. Very good. 7s who have a job. Okay, 7s. You're in this month of 9. And I feel like the card that I have representing you in the workplace, I feel like this is representing you as the Emperor card. And that's somebody who they might be running something. They have a lot of common sense. They have good leadership skills. And this is you, baby, you we're talking about, 7s. It's a little bit of drama, I feel like, around you. And I don't feel like it's the same person. I feel like it might be a couple of people. And I feel like you don't really know who to trust at the workplace and who not to. It's like I think you have a pretty good opinion of yourself, and that you're pretty sure you've been consistent over the years. Yet there seems to be some issues around you, and the suggestion to you, it is a month of endings, so that it may have to be a month where you let someone go. It may have to be a month, if that's not your position, and I'm just getting a beat on your personality, that you've got it together, that you do a good job at the workplace, that you've always had a good reputation there. You may not be a manager. You may just have all those other attributes. I feel like it's a month of breaking away for you from others who might be bringing your reputation down or sullying your reputation or purposely bad-mouthing you. And I feel like on one hand, I have someone with a very nice disposition who you'd never expect it from. And on the other hand, I have someone who has the past connected to them. So if you're working with someone who maybe reminds you of someone you used to know or work with, or a situation that's happened to you before, or is a person from your past that maybe you've known a long time, or something along those lines. Now, can this mean one person? Can this be the description of one person? Of course. I mean, the reading is very flexible, but the point is that I don't think you're doing yourself any favors by being associated with them or not recognizing who they are and what they're doing, so that the best that you can do is watch what you say, watch your actions, and don't trust that they're going to be there to cover something for you, like you may have trusted in the past, or support you in something. You're kind of on your own. You're kind of light years ahead of the people around you. And that can backfire on you. So in this month of the endings, I'm not quite sure. I'm not getting that you're let go. I'm getting more that either you separate from a situation or people, or that you have to let people go. I'm not getting that it's happening to you. But nonetheless, this month of endings could be unpleasant for you any which way it goes at the workplace. But it's in your best interest. Okie dokie, sevens. Let's take a look at those of you who are looking for work in this month of 9, in this month of endings for February. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay. Okay. Wow. Holy mo. You know, it's incredible to me that you were in the month of endings, and now I have the death card in this particular group of cards. We've already just talked about, if you're at the workplace, letting go of a group of people or possibly firing them, and that's an ending. And then we pull cards out for somebody who's looking for work, and I've got the death card, which of course it can mean somebody dies, but most of the time, 99% of the time, it means about letting go of the life you were living to lead the wonderful life that's waiting for you. So this can also apply to those of you who are thinking about leaving a position and moving on to something else, or for those of you who have gotten an offer out of the blue where something's just come out of the blue. But I feel like for those of you who are looking for work, I feel like there's a situation that just wasn't pleasant. It made you feel lousy about yourself. It made you feel that others were feeling lousy about yourself. You don't maybe know the whole story. And it's best to just let it go and move on from it, because I do feel like in here it's talking about your perception could be off because you don't really know where people are coming from, and you really don't know what people are thinking. And it's to move on from whatever restrictions you have placed upon yourself or felt others placed on you, whether you're looking for a job or you're looking to change jobs. You do need a fresh start. You're in a month of endings, so wrap up something that you're doing, thinking, saying, a place that you are, people that you're with. Some things have to change to start anew. Wow, and that's across the board for you sevens when it comes to work, the idea of, maybe you have the idea of security across the board as well. I'll compromise and I'll do this for security. Or maybe you have it in your mind you're going to be a movie star, and it's you've been tackling this for 20 years and you haven't made any money, and you think, okay, I'm going to let this go and I'm going to do something else. That's the message for you. You really are truly in a month of endings. Okay, that said, let's put these cards back and let's find cards where we're going to discuss relationships with you, sevens, in this month of endings. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll take a look. Let's brave the storm. It can really just be the ending of an argument. It can be the ending of a belief system. It can be the ending of being single. It can be the ending of living in a compromised situation. It can be a lot of good things when you're talking about endings. So let's take a look for sevens who are looking for love. Who are in a relationship in this month of February. Okay. Oh my God. This is a different deck. I just want you to know it's a different deck, and I just pulled the death card. Oh my God. So what I have here for you, sevens, is that I feel like you may be in a relationship, but there is something new that you want. Now, this does not apply to every one of you, and I don't want you to feel bad, and I don't want you to lay your head down on your pillow tonight and think that this is about someone breaking up with you, because I'm not getting that. What I have is there's a new relationship on the horizon for you, sevens. And I feel like you've been in a relationship and there's a new relationship coming. Now that's a conflict. And you're in the month of endings and you have this death card where, well, you let go of the life you were living to receive the wonderful life that's waiting for you. So I feel that some of you are going to actually make the change in this month of February to let go of a relationship that you were involved in pursuit of another person or the idea of another person, and you're finally going to do it. You're really on the edge there. And of course that's not for everybody, but it is for some of you. Now you have new beginnings next month, don't you? And the month after that, you have the month of 2, which is a great month to be a couple. So you might reconcile. You might have a surprise where the person actually comes around and says, yes, okay, let's make that commitment. But we have to wait and see what happens in those months. But first, this is the hard part for some of you. And the hard part is letting go. Let's take a look. Well, I've got all the relationship cards up there already. So in the same deck, I'm going to pull out cards for those of you who are looking for a relationship. And let's see how this goes. What I have so far, I'm still pulling our last card, but what I have so far is that the settling is over. You are not interested in settling anymore for up, down, all around. One day they're in, the next day they're out. One day they wink, the next day they ignore you. And I have the card of separation here. Ultimately, you want to have more control, be in more control of who you're talking to and who's allowed into your life, because I feel like it's been too many people involved somehow. This could be a love triangle, yes. This could be an old flame who just keeps calling and just won't let go, and whatever. You're in the month of endings, and I have the separation card as the coming into existence card. So I feel like it's a new you that you're looking for. It's a new way of approaching, finding someone, meeting someone, the type of person perhaps. Maybe somebody has been in a relationship, or, maybe somebody wasn't just seeing you exclusively and you're saying, nope, that's got to go. I want somebody who's going to be exclusive. I was just going to say it can always be the opposite too. Somebody who was very, very needy. But unless you had another person you were seeing at the same time, In other words, there were 3 people in the relationship or more, and let that needy person go. That could apply, but it's not just about when it's 2 people in the relationship. This is more about discomfort and awkward situations, and are they or are they not talking to somebody else, and am I or am I not talking to somebody else? But that's all going to end, and you're going to wrap that all up in this month of February. And again, you are in March for a new beginning, but we have to look at March in March, because I have the Death card and the Devil card for your outcomes for both of these situations. And that's what we're going to honor. And you're in the month of endings. So I feel like you want a new you, a new situation, a new partner, or a new type of partner. Now, if you would, sevens, if you would just think of any situation, any question, you can ask again about business, you can ask again about love. But the more specific your question is, the more specific you can make my answer, because you'll tweak my words and you just won't change the outcome, that's all. So we've got these wonderful cards here. I want to really give them a good mix. Okay. And let's pull out. Okay, let's pull out 3 cards for you. Okay, so let's start with our first card. That's good news, movement, or change. That's a great card. Okay. So what I have for you, sevens, is that, again, I was mentioning initially that year of the month of endings that you're in, it doesn't have to be, this sad ending. It can be a positive thing. And I feel like what I have in front of me is a positive spin on a month of endings, because I have changes, movement, good news coming into being, and it pushes you to move forward, because you are in a time where the universe wants you to move forward. It wants to wake you up. It wants you to see things that have to change. Now, in this month of February, you make partial headway, but that's only partial headway. It's 4 out of 9 headway. So that you do maybe feel a little bit better at the end of February, or you're letting go of regrets or worry that you did the wrong thing, because you are halfway there. At the month of February, you're halfway there. So whatever your question is, does a chicken fall out of the sky and onto your head? And that's what prompts you into some kind of movement? Maybe. But I also have a card that says good news or change might be good news. Let's leave it at good news. Something very serendipitous, something that is very positive may fall into your lap, and you go, oh, and it's the universe moving you forward to get this goal that you want, but it's just got to shuffle things around for you in this month of endings. And then it's putting you in position for new beginnings coming into being. Okay, sevens, that's what we have for you. Wow, there's a lot going on for you, and I thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to know more about me or a private read, hop on to gemmaswindow@gmail.com. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. Okay, sevens, bye for now. See you next time.